Even before I started researching this subject, I knew that chemtrails were real just by looking at them. Seeing completely blue skies turn into milky, misty, otherworldly looking alien skies, it just gets so ugly, and you could see the hazy particles in the atmosphere all day. Furthermore, just take a quick look at the infamous NASA document that was leaked in 2001. It goes over aerosol warfare. So check this out. This was written by Dennis M. Bushnell, Chief Scientist at NASA Langley Research Center. Future Strategic Issues, Future Warfare, circa 2025. The future is now. There are many things in the pages of this document. I just want to briefly show you page 43, Microdust Weaponry. A mechanical analog to biomicron-sized mechanized dust which is distributed as an aerosol and inhaled into the lungs. Dust mechanically bores into lung tissue and executes various pathological missions. And here on the bottom, a wholly new class of weaponry which is...
That jet just shut off its sprayers. Right there, it just shut off. And it may turn back on as soon as it gets past this cloud here. Typically like this one right here, they shut off where there's a crisscross. They do that quite often. But that jet just shut off. Just shut off its sprayers right there. And we don't see any spray at all now. The jet has basically disappeared. It'll probably show up over here somewhere spraying again. This is all dissipated sprays right here. You can see the materials glowing in the sun. These are the sprayed metallic particles reflecting in the sun. Yeah, that one just shut off and it doesn't seem to be coming back on now. And we see the scalar lines, which is the manipulation of the materials here. Apparently there's a crisscross here. Spray shut off or intermingled with this other crisscross here and then continued on here. Yeah, that one just shut off midstream right there. So that one probably went out and circled around, came back this way.
My NSA buddies at Fort Carson, Peterson Air Force Base at Buckley, where I was actually their doctor taking care of the pilots flying and spraying the chemtrails. So I know it's real. If anybody says it's not real, they're full of it.
It's not the same as conducting some localized test for some defensive project. This is open air operations. It's not a test. This thing is in place.
It didn't start till about 1996. Exactly. And, growing up my whole life, a condensation trail disappeared, the 20 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. And now it can be in the summer at like 4,000 feet, and there's these big clouds behind jets. Some jets leave it behind, leave a trail behind them. Other jets at the same flight level, same altitude don't. And, instead of just getting into are they spraying us or what's changed the jet fuel or what's changed the atmosphere, there are tens of thousands of declassified admissions under different programs where different Pentagon
about this a few years ago was extremely dangerous. Now that we have YouTube and more social networking devices, such as even Rupert's MySpace, this is really getting out in such a way that they can't control it. They must just be really, if you can use the expression, shitting themselves over this, because they can't control people now talking about the elephant in the room, what is so obvious to all of us.
See, we've got some push and pull action here.
There's a feeling from that area that the state doing all of these weather
particulates
modification
with
programs
microwave
might not be doing it for the benefit
or
of
radar
the
energy
Texas and
right
other
here.
states that they may impact as well.
Well, many of the planes that we're seeing here in Abilene will actually turn whatever they're spraying on
And you
and
can
off
see that
right before our
contrail.
eyes. I mean, you'll see a plane up
Goes
there
all the
flying
way
like
back
normal,
over
and then all of
here.
a sudden it starts spraying. We've seen them fly
And then,
off
like
into
I
the
said,
distance
that
and then
one,
loop around and fly
they
back
shut
again.
off
These are not your
midstream,
typical planes
and then
with
they
a
continued
preordained
over
path
here.
destination from city to city. Someone needs to explain to
And
me
that's
why
that one
do
right
they stop
there.
traveling in one particular direction and then loop around and come back again. They perform this behavior so many times that we start seeing the tic-tac-toe grids in the sky. We're witnessing the giant X's. And I mean, Rosalind, when you and I grew up, these contrails naturally...